Hello, my name is Tom Dahlberg and I am the President and CEO of the Dahlberg Healthcare Leadership Group. Welcome to Gain Faith. Today you will hear from Chrissy Whitten. Chrissy has over 30 years of experience working in youth programming and teaching fitness. She is the founder of the Warrior Princess Foundation after her daughter Lilian passed away. And she ran it for 5 years to raise money for trisomy 13 and 18 children. Chrissy now facilitates Calm Waters Grief student support groups in schools throughout the state of Oklahoma. And she is currently working on book 2 of 4 of her Journals from a Warrior's Mother series. I was blessed to connect with Chrissy through the amazing Heart Community Collection, and I'm so grateful to be in community with her. She is a light in this world. Chrissy's message will touch your mind, your heart, and your soul. Listen in, be encouraged, and be inspired. It is game time. It is game faith time.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Whitten. I'm a warrior. I'm here to talk to you about game faith. To me, game faith is about not giving up, but persevering even when you feel numb, exhausted, lonely, or defeated. Don't ask God to take away your pain and suffering. Instead, ask Him to see it as preparation, training, recovering, healing, to help you get through the next mountain climb. He sees the future. He knows what we need and what we don't need. Trust Him to lead the way. And if you don't feel good right now, be patient. Have peace. He's working all things for the good of others and His kingdom. I know there's been many times I didn't feel good and I didn't see joy, but it does come. You just have to trust Him that He will get you there. For me, I've almost died 8 times, and those vary for different medical reasons. And one of my biggest ones that I dealt with in my life, though, and suffering, was my first daughter. I ended up having a 19-centimeter cyst in my right ovary that got removed while I was pregnant with her, and then she came early, and her diagnosis was trisomy 18. Her first breath was supposed to be her last, and thankfully she lived 103 days. My plan was that we run next to her, not in front of or behind her. So when we started doing stuff to her instead of for her, I knew it was done. My game faith helped me through, though, knowing that I had to hold on as tight as can be, even if I didn't feel like it. I asked God a lot why we were having to go through what we were, especially, and at that point I had gone through a lot of my times I suffered. But God gave me this wonderful verse on the back of a card, Ephesians 3:17-19. And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power, together with all the Lord's holy people, to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. Because I went through what I did, God helped me to see I had a purpose. And I've written one of my 4 books I'm going to be writing. It was all the journal entries from whenever Lily was here to even after she died and all the other times in between. I ended up having brain surgery even after her so many years later. And I had a 1% chance of living if I didn't do the surgery and 10% if I did. I really thought that was it. So when God brought me back, I knew no matter what we do, God has a plan and He knows when our last breath will be. So if you can turn your circumstances, your story, from victim to victor, you can let your heartbreak, suffering, loss, your pain catapult you into growing, into winning and inspiring. I mean, the alternative is quicksand and you're stuck. You don't get anywhere. And what's the point? I would like to think all my suffering has a reason. It's getting me to the next level. It's getting me somewhere. And for your game faith, you have to have a game plan that involves prayer, thanksgiving, worship, goal setting, and celebrating. Spending time with God in prayer and in thanksgiving, being still, it's helped me so many times. I remember being on my knees just and my head down on the floor, bawling, weeping, just asking Him to help me to get through whatever I need to do. So, the battles are strong. They're out there. Know that God will always make a way for us. We just have to trust Him. Remember, don't give up. Keep persevering, knowing that there is an end game, eternity.